Hello, hello. Uh, I'm back and I'm starting a little early. I know I said I wasn't going to play this game today, but I woke up late, so it wouldn't really give me time to do what I wanted to do anyway. I'll only have maybe an hour, so not only are we going to play this game, but we're going to start rushing things. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do first. I was deciding, and I think it might be worth trying to make quick wire because it's easiest. At the same time, because it's easiest, it shouldn't need to be too close by or too nearby. I was also thinking that maybe next to the farm here, make like a base of operations over here, essentially where my hub would go. I'm not too sure how I'll do that just yet. And the other thing I want is to possibly make a farm for copper components, since I'll need those, and if I make them up here, it shouldn't be a problem. I think we'll go with the usual goal of trying to input 60 per minute into each station. This needs to go here. No, it doesn't. It needs to go here. Um, oh wait, what? There we go, 9. And the reason for that is so I can go over here and I can place more of these. I think what I'll do is maybe this time it's collected from here. Although that could get complicated with the one way. We'll see what happens. Um, I've decided I'll start with copper, because if I'm running a simple system, I don't need to worry about it. Like Caterium, once it goes from the quick wire over to the storage farm, or storage area, I don't think it matters where it goes. So it's a really short path. Um, we're gonna get a splitter. And then set this right here. And typical, of course, it doesn't actually line up. Of course, actually, I don't think it needs to, because this will go straight into here. No, it absolutely needs to line up. Okay. So first we'll get wires. And this one runs like rods where it's gonna need a couple of these. 4 on the bottom, we'll say. And I'm out of concrete. The good thing is that I have a lot of concrete built up. I'm definitely driving on the wrong side of the road. I don't care. It's fine. Oh man, this is dangerous. This is probably why we don't have self-driving vehicles. Nice. Must be out of concrete. Which leads me to wonder where the concrete guy is at right now. Nice. I think it's gonna be about, let's see, merger splitter, we get truck station right here. So that'll be the end of it. Okay, and it definitely does stand too tall for this. So now, oh, right. Go like that. Okay. This now takes from here. And then the merger. Gotta go like that. Into there, and into there. And we'll have this go to there. Let me change these real quick. I think I can do it the other way. Cool. Now this would be copper wire. That's not right. Nice. And then you go through here. Just like that, easy. Easy. Now whenever this gets copper bars, it'll all turn into wires and be sent into here. Oh, this is another one of the alleyways. Okay. Um, uh, no. That's where it turns. Okay. I'm okay with that. Wait. Would go into here like so. But I don't have any like half drops here, so that's kind of problematic. Nice. I guess maybe I'll remove these two to avoid complications, and it'll just turn into here. This would be the middle, so here. Maybe I push like a bit of a side dotted line here, which kind of dots off and then goes in. Nice. me get the material to asphalt. There we go. Now, what if I were to do this? It'd have to be over more. No, I kind of want to wait. Batch drop off. This is pickup. It drops it off right over here, which is actually kind of fine, I guess. It would have to pick it up this way because that goes out there. So go ahead and do that. Then if I get a constructor and I make sheets, I only need 3 of these, which is a little bit better than over here. I also need power. You know what? Maybe I use the Mark III power lines, or Mark II power lines from now on. That would most definitely avoid issues. Ladder. Nice. So now those are potential to be powered, or have potential to be powered. Let's say I want the next one to be here. All I need to do is get constructors in this extremely small space. Of course, to do that, I need splitter. I think I can put a splitter here. That doesn't go too far out. see, this will be right about, ah, yes, I'm missing modular frames. I'm also out of fuel. Maybe I should manage that. I'll have to go this way because I don't have that way built up just yet. I had to fix that real quick. I was getting on my nerves. Alright, let's head over here. Oh, whoops. I just cut a guy off. Alright, do I have any in here? I do. I actually have a bunch in here. As well as quick wire. Some of those, some of these. I'll put a tad bit of concrete away. Just head over here. Alright, now I should be able to build that truck station. And this only has 3, so no sidewalks. Of course, I'm missing cables now. Funny story is cables is one of the next things I'm working on. It's cables and rotors with reinforced plates. Of course, I want to get all the base materials out of the way first. Are there any cables in here? No. Yes. No, I'm just short on cables. Okay. Okay. I think the fastest way to it is down this way. Of course, gonna have to go around that. That's wrong. This would go this way. Oh, yeah. Wait. No, I also don't need that. This would go this way. I just wouldn't be able to turn out from here. Now I can build the truck station. I think I want the pickup to be right in the center right here. So there will be no sidewalk on this path. I think maybe... Does that leave enough room for there? Yeah, that's definitely enough room. I'll go back to the main road over here. It's a little bit out, but it's fine. This means you'll go here. And this is where it'll turn inwards. All I need to do is hook these up. And that might be problematic. Maybe I'll get a merger here. That'll go into here. That'll go there. Get another merger. That'll go there. How would I do this? Maybe I'll go with a roof here a little bit. Okay. Go up here maybe. Okay. So now chuck this here and here. This will be those two. This will be those two, and I guess this will be this one. That works. Of course, I also need to connect the power. Whoops. Oh. That's what I did. I replaced it with the Mark I by accident. And then I'll go with that. Now all I have to do is set these to copper sheet. And then go with that. Okay. Then I guess I'll get this here. This here. I think I like that. And then of course I just have to copy that for the copper factory. Or maybe not directly copy it, but I just have to make sure I have enough. storage for it. So let's see. This would be the last of the alleyway. This would have to be the pathway, which gives quite a bit of space for the space elevator. Not space elevator, the hub. Maybe I'll bring that up now. No. But I was definitely wrong. This would not be enough space. So, we're gonna turn this up that way and not do that here. Remove this. Take a small drink and continue. Nice. Copper storage will go over here somewhere. Or maybe I make it over there. Yep, might as well. Center line will go... Yeah, most definitely here. And that's because this would be sideline here. And there we go, just in case it turns that way. Goes from that way into here. truck stop. And then I need storage containers. The big ones. First thing is it should go here. Sorry, I had to sneeze. That was a weird sneeze. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I go out to here with it. So instead of the iron farm where I had a weird shape, this time it's just 10 containers that go up, so it'll be a total of 30. And I'm missing steel beams. How many of you are in here? 61, I'm gonna need more for sure. That's pipes. I need beams. It looks funny when you look at it from the bottom now. Let me not leave my tractor here. Oh. Oh no, that's delivering the rest of the iron. That's not mine. So that's a do not turn there and a do not turn there. But I'll figure that out later. Okay. I am right. There we go. This will go into here. Okay. So what I need to do suppose push that forward. That would be in the middle one, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just at one point have to bring it all the way around, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So now starts in the middle. I guess, where do I want it to end up? I'm gonna say probably the last one over here. So I'll do that. And then I'll do that. Then I'll head over here. And if I want it to end up on the last one, I just have to push it through there. Of course, maybe I should get this. Okay. And then that would go into there. And these would then go into there. So now, say I chuck these in here, that should end up in here. Wait. No, it'd actually end up at the top there, wouldn't it? Go in there. Through there, 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 and then into here. Or would go down, down, over into there, up, over there, up over to there. Or then it would then go over here, down, over into here, and then up. Yeah. So maybe I go with one more. There we go. And now it'll last until the bottom. Okay. So now this would unload the truck. Should probably make sure the rest of them say unload. I'm just gonna drive the wrong way for the time being. And this should also be unload, as to where this would be load. Also, let me get a sideline real quick. Oh, interesting. And I'll finish that later. Okay. I think what I'll do, go up that way, turn into the coal station. So I'm actually gonna start right about here. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to wait a bit for that to go out. Okay. So start recording. That's gonna be the start. Gonna go into here. Wait here for maybe a few seconds. Then we're gonna go over to the copper vein, which, excuse me? That's fine. Which, so over here. Load this, wait for a few seconds. Then we're gonna go over to the pipes, I wanna say. And I only say the pipes because it's in this one-way passage. It should be this one here. Then we'll head out, go over here, and then this should be the other ones. And then I need to make my way over there. So we're gonna head around here. stop, go over this way. Go over this way. In this way. And then I'm guessing I'll go in like this and stop here, which will unload into there. And then I just need to go back over to the original coal path. I did start that on the wrong side. Okay, so really quickly, delete this one. Delete this. Delete this. If I just delete all the ones that are the wrong way, would that work out? Should. Then we'll head into here. This is not a node for you. Five. Then I go this way. I can delete that one. And that one. Yep, we're gonna wait here for 10 seconds. I know I waited a little longer because I wasn't sure. We don't want you to wait here. Wait, no. You first go here. You don't want any of those. Those are not your goal, sir. Head over here. Turn into here. Turn into here. Turn into here. And we unload into the piping system for 10 seconds. Then we head right over here, where we unload into here for 10 seconds. And then we head over here. And then we head over here. Where we head over here. And we unleash copper. Any extra copper bars for 10 seconds. Then we head over here. I'm pretty sure we head over here. And then we head over here. And we keep going straight, turning into here. And then that should be it. So if I hit save path, say copper bars to sheets and wires and storage. What I'm gonna do is make another tractor. Boom, there you go. Fill you up with coal. Head here. Hide path nodes. Enable autopilot. Nice. You know what? I'm going first. Lord, I've created traffic. That's great. Maybe I make another one of these and the coal plant also moves to it. I don't know yet. Or I'll get another tractor for the other coal plant. That would be okay. I mean, you know what? That's fine. Yep, and now the copper's going. Right, that's not it. That's the iron farm, or the iron storage. I keep saying farm. They're not farms, they're factories. And that should start crafting up pipes. Of course, it definitely did not grab enough to start up the next system, which also does not have power. But theoretically, copper goes in here, goes into here, splits into here, and then makes wires. And then whatever copper needs, or whatever copper is left over, can't fit into the systems, will go into here. And now the moment that I'm scared for. Invisible walls are funny. Are you going to go into the left lane or just head straight and restart? Oh, wow. I am kind of smooth with it, I would like to say. I don't feel like going in there again. But that does it. Of course, let me get as much as this as I can. Oh, what perfect timing. Excuse me. We're gonna load a bunch of copper into this system. I'm gonna head over here. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna fill up, but it will come close to it. Which means I just need to wait for the... Oh boy. Just need to wait for the other one to show up and see what happens. I think that's him right there. Unless that's the iron one. Yeah, that was the iron one. This is him right here. And if I'm correct, this one should be full now. Nice. And you should still have extra copper in your... You do. Perfect. Head over here. And look at that. Now wires are being made. As a matter of fact, the system's being completely filled. And not only am I only using 60 copper per minute, but I'm actually getting 120 wires per minute out of that. And then, when it does fill up, whatever's not used will go into the copper farm over there. Copper storage over there. I'm curious to see. It looks like the plates are full. And that would be the second one, so I should be getting iron in here now? Not yet. Plates are full. I would assume that not all the furnaces... Oh, they are. Oh, look at that. In a couple more trips, I'm gonna have iron being placed into here. which is way bigger than the copper storage, but I don't care much about copper, so that's fine. But, I think that's a good place to end it. I'm gonna push concrete into here. Yeah. I think now's a good time to end this one. I don't want to do too much today, because, again, time is kind of limited today. I will try and get this done, or at least a little more progress on it. Neat. And then I head over here, where this is also an alleyway. Nice. Then I can have this building, which will be in between there. Or actually might even go farther than there. Of course, I do want it to kind of open up. So it might be a weirdly shaped building, but that'll be fine. And then, of course, I'll remove that. I guess what I'll do is I'll put a straight arrow there just to make sure I can kind of tell. And then same thing here. And I would place one here, but I don't think that's necessary because of what that'll be. I don't know what that'll be just yet. Maybe this can actually be like a larger L-shaped building. And then I can actually get this to work out. If it is an L-shaped building, of course, these would have to go. Because that would mean the road is here. And it would be another alleyway that turns into there. I like that idea. Later I'll fix that, of course. I don't want to right now. The only thing I'll do is I'll put arrows here just so I know that it'll be the same thing here. And yeah. I'll see everyone in the next stream. We'll see what happens for whatever the stream is. I'm actually kind of just gonna end it here. Bye-bye.